Hey Trickle members, it's me, Monkey Chicken here, and the topic of today's video is a breakdown for the brand new Exo Zombies trailer. And with that, let's go to begin. Okay guys, so if you're new to how I do my breakdowns, what I like to do is just kind of show you them from my video editing software. This way it's not just like freeze frames or little tiny this or that. I can kind of show you in the video where it is and whatnot, and I think it's a cooler way because then you almost get to experience the full, here's where all this stuff is with me. So with that, let's go to begin. So the first part of the video, there really is nothing here. It's pretty much just all cinematic shots. It's everything that we've already seen before, nothing new. The only time things get interesting is somewhere around right here. But once again, we've already seen all these shots, and there's still nothing new here. The first time that we get to see anything is on this frame. And we have seen this guy before, the electric zombie, but there's a few things that I want to show you here. As he comes into frame here, on this particular frame, right before he hits the guys you guys see right here, and then all that kind of stuff, I want to show you this frame. What I'm going to be showing you here is a couple of things. One is, if you notice in the back left corner here, it looks kind of interesting, doesn't it? It almost looks like a perk machine that we've seen before, or what I'm assuming is a perk machine. We have the same kind of cord and stuff. Here, let me quickly show you. This is from the previous leaked images and whatnot. Here are what I call to be the Juggernaut perk. Here's this one in the new video, and it's nothing that we've seen before. We have seen something similar to Sleight of Hands, and we have seen the thing that looks like Juggernaut. This looks like it's a bird, and it leads me to believe there's going to be a scavenger perk or ability in this game. So as we start killing things, we'll be able to pick up the ammo and stuff, get a little bit of bullets here and there. So it should be pretty freaking cool. And I'm interested to see how that works. And yeah, as we keep going here just in a little bit, as he hits us here, if you notice, and these only for a couple frames, it says the Exo is rebooting, and as you can see, our HUD is distorted and everything else. And this leads me to believe that when this guy blows up, it EMPs us. And if we just kind of pause like right about here, the best frame is like right here. The previous perk machine that we've seen before is now all weirdly and messed up and stuff. I think personally that it powers it down. It also EMPs the perk machines for a short period of time, but I can't be 100% certain like that. I can't tell whether or not it's the actual perk machine being distorted or if it's the HUD and screen itself that's being distorted, but I like to believe that it's the perk machine. And you can see that there is a progress bar here that eventually our exosuit will become good and ready to go again. Also, one last thing that I wanted to point out here, if you notice, there's a thing called, say, MK11. We'll get back to that in a little bit later. Keep that on the top of your noggin. Okay, right here, if we notice on the bottom of the screen right here, there's a little thing that kind of looks like a bear trap, right? Yeah, I've seen those things before. It looks like a bear trap. And we see all these little red lasers and stuff and whatnot. And we see these zombies running towards us, red lasers. Let's pay attention to those little zombies back there. Oh, if you notice, he walked into the laser. There goes his leg. I apologize for my phone. So his leg kind of gets popped off there. And so does this guy. It looks like they're dying. Let's pay attention to the third zombie in the background. And oh, there goes his leg too. And it looks like there is going to be traps in this game. And I don't know if we buy them or we activate them or how exactly they may work. But I believe that we get to buy these things. And as we see here, they get all chopped up and stuff. I don't know if the zombies can eventually become smart enough to avoid and to burst over it. Or if you start flying around, they'll start bursting and flying around stuff too. Because they also got exosuits. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how that all works. Nothing really new here. In this next place, we get to see the dogs. Yay, little puppies. The dog rounds are coming back. That is a very creepy Resident Evil-ish dog. Oh, that's really creepy. Another thing in this frame is there is a red power cord here, and for the most part, we've seen blue power cords that lead to perk machines. So I don't know if this is that the perk machines are powered differently. They're all the same circuit, and the wires travel off to the different perk machines, or how that works. But I just wanted to point that out. That does look like a perk machine wire or a power wire in some sort. So yeah, let's keep going to the next frames up here. So in this one, we get to see our very first scene of the exosuits. This is something that's said from the very beginning that I think we earn the exosuits or we buy them or we get them later on because as you see here, the guy, it doesn't say X or anything, but later on it eventually will. Nothing in the foreground right now. It's just all basically standard stuff. And here is the next thing that I think is really, really important. Right here, and I don't know how many people caught this, but I believe there to be a Pack-a-Punch in this game in some shape or form. And the reason being is if you notice, here's this pistol, it's glowing green and it says the Atlas 45 MK2, and I think this is trying to say that it's a Mark II. And previously, if you guys remember, that last shotgun, I think it was the S12, that was a Mark 11. Let's see if I can find it right here. See, this is a Mark 11 S12, and it has a sight on it. So I don't know if we have a Pack-a-Punch machine or what's there, or if we get to upgrade these things somehow, but we can see that eventually they do get sights and other things like that, and what I believe them to be is more powerful. They do get prefixes. Nothing changing the name from like Atlas 245 to like the Death Widow Bringer or something, as we've previously seen from other Pack-a-Punches. So it could be some kind of technological spin on it, where it's like, oh, put your gun in here and we'll upgrade it with the weapons armory or something like that, because they have been doing a somewhat futuristic spin on how all the Exo stuff works, because before, as you can see kind of in the background if you remember from my previous videos, that's pretty much the mystery box, but now they say they're 3D printing it, and that's their excuse for how the mystery box works. So yeah, that's that's going on there. Next kind of future little thing here, once again, it's Mark 8 there, also exosuit there. Just wanted to let you know about the HUD update. So here we can see that there is a Mark 8 version of the pistol, and we have a threat detector on here in different camo. So this leads me to believe that we are able to once again Pack-a-Punch multiple times, and instead of it keeping the same name like in the previous Call of Duties when we Pack-a-Punch, and then maybe you get different attachments, then maybe there's multiple different marks or versions of these weapons, and every single time you Pack-a-Punch it, you get a randomized different version of that weapon, much as the weapon varieties in the loot system for regular multiplayer. So it could be something along those lines. So yeah, that should be pretty interesting. And in the next thing, we get a clear line of sight of what the mystery box looks like right here. Here where you can see the EM1 and whatnot. Eventually we'll get to the special weapon or whatever you guys want to call it and whatnot. So yeah, that's what we got for right there. Next, we really won't have that much until we get to 8 here, which is another Pack-a-Punch. Here we have the Mark 11 for the S12 threat detector. It has a laser sight and stuff on it. I don't know if these things progressively get better, where you got to upgrade once and then you get a Mark 1 and then a Mark 2 or a Mark 3, and then you progressively get better and better stuff. But me personally, the way the Pack-a-Punch has always kind of worked, I think it'd be randomized, so it's the different marks. I don't know if it progressively gets more damage, more accuracy, more attachments, and all that kind of stuff. We'll have to see how it all works out. These are all just basically theories. And yeah, for the rest of the video, there's nothing really else in the background. It starts to get back into those cinematic shots. Nothing really new here. I've paid attention really closely to everything in the background, and I haven't seen anything. It's mostly just flashes and names and stuff. Nothing, once again, new here. Just standard S12. And I guess if you wanted to see it, here's an S12, and the previous ones, they had prefixes. So yeah, that's a freaking thing. Nothing else new. Just all standard stuff. It's all basic. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully you've seen something new, or I caught something that you guys didn't catch and you were like, ooh, that's new, that's cool, that's exciting. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. So like the video if you liked it. Maybe share it with your friends if you think they'll find it informational or helpful. And if you're new to my channel and like to see more of my videos, click that subscribe button. Get notifications in your sub box every single time I post a new video. And just in case the notifications don't work, sometimes the sub boxes don't work, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. I post updates, automatic posts for whenever I get new videos and all that kind of stuff. You can follow me on Twitter. I auto-tweet whenever I post new videos, and I kind of give little hints and updates whenever I'm putting out new videos. And it's a great way to reach me if you guys have any questions. So, yeah, I'm Monkey Jung. So, again, guys. Peace.